So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here. And ladies and gentlemen, it has been a quick year. We are at the end of the Black Ops Cold War's life cycle. When this video goes live, the update, or should I say the very last update for Cold War, goes live along with quite a few things. We also have a little bit to discuss in regards to that end cutscene. So without further ado, let's dive in. So the first thing we are going to be discussing involves all you completionists out there. Yeah, you fucking lunatics who have pretty much done every challenge in the game. Whether it be for 100%ing everything in multiplayer, zombies, as well as the campaign, you're going to get an added bonus on top of a shit ton of XP that you have earned along the way. For those of you who have completed all of these, you will now be rewarded with new animated master calling cards when you complete 100% of all challenges in each mode. Now, for some of you, you're sitting, well, what about the Dark Ops challenges? This excludes Dark Ops challenges, so for those of you who haven't done 20 rounds without being touched, those of you who haven't hit round 100 in zombies will not need to worry. You only need to do the ones that you can actually see. So if you've already completed all the challenges over the course of a year, you will immediately earn the animated calling cards. So make sure to check your inventory at the update at midnight Eastern Standard Time, because you'll finally be able to show off your Black Ops Cold War mastery. Now, some of you have been wondering if we are going to be seeing anything new in the Prestige Shop. And ladies and gentlemen, the Prestige Shop is getting a new batch of content to unlock with this update. So finally, you'll be able to trade in your remaining Prestige keys, and I don't mean Prestigious Key the Creator, I mean your Prestige keys, for the new Vicarious Tactical Rifle Blueprint. Yes, that's what we see right on the screen. Already you can tell that that is an agency suppressor, and probably going to feature many of the attachments that everyone's been throwing onto the Carve, with a nice little white and gold finish. You will also be seeing new legacy calling cards and additional animated calling cards from previous Call of Duty games. God help us, we could be seeing a lot. What's better yet is you're going to continue to earn prestige keys in Black Ops Cold War at every 50 season levels after Season 6 ends. This means going into Vanguard Season 1, you will still be able to unlock prestige keys. All earned prestige-related content will also remain unlocked. And your Prestige Master Ribbon progress will carry over into Vanguard, with 6 new Prestige Master Ribbons being added to the system to immortalize your Prestige Master progress. So for those of you on PC and Xbox, the day of reckoning is finally upon us. Zombies Onslaught. Pretty much a day or two before Vanguard drops for everybody, will finally be available to everybody. So that means finally, you will have all 4 of the round-based maps, all 8 outbreak regions. You have the 6 main Easter eggs that you can run, and now 23 Onslaught maps. What's better yet is, on top of all of this, Dead Ops Arcade 3 comes back, and they are going to be bringing back all of the events. Now, what does that mean? You're going to see Cranked come back. Jingle Hells is coming back. Of all fucking things, we get Jingle Hells back. You get Outbreak Survival, Hollow's Eve Outbreak, Dead Ops Arcade First Person, Onslaught Containment, Onslaught Mystery Munitions, Onslaught Accelerated, Onslaught Diminished Light, Onslaught Elite, and more. So remember, midnight, they're bringing us everything and anything you could imagine in this intense 2-player experience where God help us all. So for those of you playing round-based maps, I'm sure you've kind of hit that point where I've hit as well. 20 rounds for the Rampage Inducer was not enough. So guess what? They are going to go a million times further. They have cranked the Rampage Inducer's effects all the way up to round 55. To fit this new round cap, they're going to be tweaking the Rampage Inducer's chances to spawn Super Sprinters based on the community's feedback. So the Super Sprinter spawn rate will now begin at 20% rather than its former 50%, and increase by 5% every 5 rounds, 25% pretty much between rounds 5 and 9, 30% chance at rounds 10 through 14, etc., to make earlier rounds a little bit more manageable before you pretty much have a chance of getting fucked in the ass if you haven't set yourself up. They are also going to be updating the mystery box and trial rewards to include weapons from both Season 4 and 5. Outbreak players will now finally, instead of starting with 500 essence, which was a crock of shit, are going to have 1,000 essence. You also have an issue where they finally fixed the issue with Firebase Z, where the order was pretty much unfucking killable with 3 or 4 players during assault rounds. But let's now talk briefly about some of the other things. We have it that the Hammer and Sickle finally drops with its own challenges. So of course, you have it that when it comes to the version for zombies, the way to unlock it is using a primary weapon that you happen to hit shit with. Destroy the Ether Orb in Outbreak 12 times. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Now the question is, for some of you, you're sitting here going, alright, so it pretty much looks like a kind of a no-go in regards to doing it through zombies. So what about doing it pretty much right into multiplayer? Well, this one's actually rather intriguing, or should I say fun. Get a melee kill and a throwing life / tomahawk kill in the same life in 15 different completed matches. What's better yet is those of you who didn't unlock the LAPA, or as you can call it, the LAPA, through doing the haunting, which sadly has come to an end, you now have it that there will be challenges in both multiplayer and zombies to unlock this weapon. Now, there is some bad news for those of you who were using this wonderful little exploit that pretty much made things nice and fun for everyone. All of you, including myself, were running D Machine the past couple of days with the ARCXD glitch. Sadly, it's been patched. Why? Their exact words were, addressed an issue where players could lose control of their ARCXD. Guys, your fucking game is about to end. Why are you patching this? Leave it. People will come back to the fucking game and laugh and enjoy it. Oh, wait. I know why. Vanguard sales. But that's pretty much a majority of what we've seen in regards to what we are getting at midnight tonight. Now, you would think that the video ends here, but there is one last thing to discuss. So how many of you sat down and you watched the cutscene that we saw today ending Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and ending the fight between Russell Adler and Viktor Stitch Kuzman? For those of you who don't understand exactly what happened, you have the 4 main protagonists, Woods, Mason, Hudson, and Adler, all go to confront Stitch, who they only find standing at a grave. Whose grave? Well, that would be the original Perseus. Now everyone's kind of sitting there going, the original Perseus? We saw Perseus in the campaign. It's revealed by Stitch, and granted, if you end up playing the campaign for Black Ops Cold War and do the ending where you pretty much kill all of the good guys, you find out that Perseus was never a single person. It's an idea, similar to Batman or V from V for Vendetta, or pretty much Zorro. It's a mantle, it's an idea, and famous movie quote, you can't kill an idea. Meaning, Stitch has set into motion that Perseus will survive long after he is dead, quite possibly into modern times, and sets up a lot more to happen. Now, some of you kind of sat down and you've been watching the cutscene over and over again, and you're thinking, Stitch is alive. He has to be alive. The screen faded to black. Well, let's face it. There's a couple of reasons why odds are he's not coming back. One, the mocap actor, Stitch, Mr. MJ Crazer, has pretty much talked about how it has been a great run, pretty much suggesting that that's the end of the run. The other thing is, the gunshot, a lot of people were sitting down going, well, that doesn't sound like this, it doesn't look like that, oh, he's doing a hand signal. Even if he does a hand signal, even if by some miraculous thing someone shoots Adler, there are 3 other people to put a bullet in the back of Stitch's head. He's not making that out of there. Not to mention the sound of the gun. Let's just say I know a gun nut, who I'm pretty sure if he heard a gunshot from 2 miles away, while wearing headphones, would still be able to pick off what it was. This man is so good. He told me not only that it was a Colt 45, he pretty much said exactly the type of round it was. So, guys, as much as we love Stitch as a villain, we're going to be moving on without him, going further into the story. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Cold War has come to an end. And for what time and bullshit that Treyarch had to deal with, I both love and hate this game at the same time. There are so many things that were done right, but so many things were done fucking wrong that I have so many mixed feelings. And I know the community has moments where it's like, it's really good, it's really shit. Why did they do that? Oh my god, I can't believe they did that. I would love to hear in the comments section down below, what are your final thoughts on Black Ops Cold War? What are your favorite moments? What are your least favorite moments? And tell me, where do you rank this amongst the other COD games? So if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click that like button. Again, as I said before, drop a comment down below, because I can't wait to hear those conversations between a bunch of you. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. Follow us on all of our social media pages and be ready. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, I've been a little lax on this channel, and I'm changing that starting with Vanguard. So be ready. Dank Dan's coming back in full force. To all of you out there, you have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. To the assholes that are pretty much trying to get me to break as I'm recording this, I've got Layla and Mr. Hoss the Boss trying to make me crack as I record, and they've gotten close a couple of times, and I love these 2 bastards. To the 2 of them and to everyone else out there, you guys have a wonderful night, and this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to hit that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers. What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.